Hello, everyone, and welcome to our FMP Point of View podcast. Today, I'm joined by Nathan Bailey, who is the Managing Director of Analytics Technology and Transformation Center of Excellence at FMP. Thank you so much for joining us today, Nathan.
Happy to be here, Lisa.
So, today, what we're going to be talking about is something that I actually have an interest in, which is productization, which we're going to get into with some technical questions. But starting off just with our icebreaker, can you let me know of what is an everyday product that you can't live without?
I well, I don't know about if I can live without it. I can probably live without it, but I have a visual aid. This is something I really like is my Yeti tumbler because it keeps my hot drinks hot and my cold drinks cold. And it works very, very well. And the hilarious thing is I'm in the office today and I just noticed that I have another one sitting on my desk and I have other variations of color at home. So I really like this product. So
Lovely. And just so we all know, we are not sponsored by this product at all. I had no idea it
that
was
is
going to
true.
be
That
that.
is true.
All right, moving on to question two, a little bit more serious on the topic of productization. Often, when people think of this topic, they think tech, software, systems. In what way do we think about it at FMP broadly when we're talking about productization?
Yeah, I think we definitely think of it a little bit differently. I mean, it includes technology and software kinds of products, but I think we also think about it as methodologies or more like we're documenting things formally. So it could be an approach, it could be a service offering that we have that we've really documented so that people understand it, so it can be repeatable. And then, it's something to basically make it's efficient if we can document it, people understand it, we can share it more easily. So that might be a formal product, some kind of software, a dashboard that we've created, a workforce planning tool we've created. But I think it's just as likely it could be an approach to PMO services that we offer at FMP, and it just kind of outlines what those are and our method and our approach and how we do it that might be different than somebody else.
Awesome. And following up on that question, what makes FMP's products and approaches unique in the consulting realm?
Yeah, that's a good question because I think a lot of people who are focused on productization, that's what they're there to do is sell that product, right?
Mhm.
They're licensing it. If you're selling a piece of software, the more pieces of that software you sell, the better. And that's not necessarily how we are thinking about it. Certainly, at least not how we're thinking about it right now. The way I look at it is we're developing products to really help with our consulting services. So to kind of get us further along the consulting path. And so, for instance, some of our work that we're doing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the purpose of us creating some of the products, some of the analytics products that we're doing is we can get to what information is useful to them very quickly because we've created this thing that makes it efficient to do all the analysis and to know where their challenges are, where they're going to get the most bang for their buck if they make some changes in the organization. And so it accelerates us to the point of being able to have an impact with clients more quickly. I think that that's kind of more where our products come in. And again, it allows us to be efficient. We can be good stewards of our clients' dollars because we don't have to spend all of our time kind of developing the tools, doing the analysis. We've got these efficient, repeatable products and methods that allow us to get to impact with them more quickly. So I think that's kind of how I think about it, being a little different here.
Awesome. That's really helpful. And then, lastly, I guess to wrap up this whole conversation of how we're a little bit unique at FMP in the way that we think about this, what do you see us doing in the future with productization? And how are we sort of looking forward and making sure that we're just continually developing what we're doing?
Yeah. So, and that's a good question. It's something that I think about a lot of, I don't see FMP becoming we're not a software company, right? I don't see us being a company that's just going to be selling products. But I do think there are a lot of opportunities for us to look at the things that we've done in multiple places
Mhm.
And can we create something that is that's going to get us further down the line with any client, so that we can, again, to my point earlier, we can kind of start doing meaningful consulting, drive with data. Like, we can do that more quickly with them if we have some of these tools, these methods, these products in place. So I think that I see us looking across all of our offerings and kind of saying, hey, we do a lot of workforce planning. Maybe there's something we can develop there that's repeatable. Or, you know, if we're doing a lot of PMO work, which we are doing a lot of PMO work at this point, let's make sure that we've really documented and everybody understands what our methodology is, what our services are. It makes it easier for us to offer those. It makes it easier for us to teach those to our newer consultants. It makes it better for us to have conversations with clients and even do business development if all that stuff is well understood. And so
Mhm.
I see us kind of looking across, all of our different service areas and offerings to look for opportunities to do that. I also think that there's a really nice opportunity here that, as you are familiar with, we're really trying to like build out and expand and mature our knowledge management processes at FMP. Right, we're
Right.
doing a new SharePoint system right now. Having these kinds of products, these kinds of conversations, and documenting and having formality around all of this is great within a knowledge management system, because it makes these things really tangible and they're easy to share with all of our other consultants and with our clients. So I think that those things kind of work hand in hand. But I think looking for those opportunities, and again, not really becoming a software company, but where we can, maturing these things and developing them so that we're repeatable and really able to get to that meaningful consulting with our clients really quickly. I see that is the direction we're going.
I really love that. And it sort of brings up the point of, because we're in an environment where technology is constantly changing and updating. I mean, you mentioned SharePoint, which we've been using SharePoint for a while, but we're updating it because the
Right.
technology is constantly growing and changing, and we want to make sure we stay up to date with everything that's going on. While we are not particularly building software systems, we're keeping up to date with what systems are out there and with best practice, so that we can continually help our clients to grow
Yep.
as we grow. And I think that that's something that's unique to how we're able to function in a really agile manner, especially given our size. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, that is the end of our questions for today. Thank you so much once again for taking some time just to get to talk with us, Nathan. And we look forward to hearing more about what we're doing at FMP in the space of productization.
Happy to do it. Thanks very much.